Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of Wisconsin MMA Today. I'm Scott Joffe, and I'm joined by co-host Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten.
Begin.
We'll be back on Wisconsin MMA Today.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Roufus and Pettis Showtime Sports Bar, where you watch the fights with the fighters.
I'm lightweight world champion Anthony Showtime Pettis, along with MMA trainer Roufus. And come fight time, we want to see you at Showtime, Highway 100, 1 block north of Silver Spring.
Every day I wake up, every move I make, every minute I spend, I'm really at a place in my life where I'm fighting now. Like I'm not.
A new NAFC welterweight champion.
Oh, huge head kick. Huge win for Biggie Rhodes.
There you have it.
Immediately grabbing that heel. Salmon couldn't do anything about it, and that is a 25-second heel hook submission.
Fighting stance, I use my punches to disguise my kick, and when I'm ready, I just place the kick right across my opponent's head. Right back down.
Roufus and Pettis Showtime Sports Bar, where you watch all MMA action on two 15-foot mega screens.
I'm MMA coach Roufus, along with lightweight world champion Anthony Showtime Pettis. Come fight time, we want to see you at Showtime, Highway 100, 1 block north of Silver Spring.
Tiffin. Visit us at tiffinmax.com.
You're watching Wisconsin MMA Today. I'm host Scott Joffe, joined by my co-host, Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. Paul's going to tell the viewers what we have coming up next.
The featherweights throwdown tonight is Drouse and Phillips square off at NAFC Armageddon.
On Wisconsin MMA Today. All right, Scott Joffe here, along with Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. You're watching action from NAFC Armageddon from Wisconsin State Fair Park. Fighting out of the blue corner, Unified Martial Arts, Drouse from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And out of the red corner is Third Heaven Martial Arts, Phillips from Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Again, Scott Joffe here along with Paul Fladten. Early first round action of this featherweight 145-pound matchup.
Yeah, you see both guys here looking, trying to measure the other, look for... Phillips lands a good leg kick early, but other than that, nothing huge in the first, especially Drouse missing a few. But it's mostly guys just trying to measure as Drouse catches that leg, but isn't really able to do much with it.
Again, Wisconsin MMA Today brought to you by the Wisconsin Army National Guard, powered by Concede, sponsored by Showtime Sports Bar. Tiffin Mats. Referee stoppage there for a low blow.
Drouse was looking to land, he put 2 right kicks in order, but as he did it, Phillips threw his own and landed low, and, it doesn't feel good.
The referee has time stopped here. Drouse has up to 5 minutes to recover.
Yeah, Drouse is one of those guys you've seen on the amateur scene here in Wisconsin for quite some time, fighting with Mike, out of Mike Biddle's camp in Unified Martial Arts. I think, his records is around 500. He's put on some good performances. Sometimes he's put on some okay performances. He's one of those guys, though, that really has used the amateur rankings to really better himself and find out if professional MMA is eventually where he wants to go. Just a great reason why amateur MMA is an awesome sport.
Yeah, a lot of guys come into the sport and they don't even want to have an amateur boxing. You can't wait to turn pro, and it's really not the correct road to take. Again, here, first round action. Time started up again. Fighting out of the blue corner, Aaron Drouse from Fond du Lac, and Elijah Phillips in the red corner out of Beaver Dam.
Yeah, Drouse, Phillips is the one getting off more and landing those shots. Drouse just kind of seems too slow for Phillips' right hand there.
Again, this fight was featured. It's a featherweight matchup at 145 pounds, featured on NAFC Armageddon. You are watching Wisconsin MMA Today. Aaron Drouse and Elijah Phillips going at it. Drouse out of the blue corner, Phillips out of the red corner.
I love how Phillips is pumping the left jab. Keep him at bay with that. Don't let those right leg kicks from Drouse affect you at all, especially if you're going to keep landing that jab. That's going to just throw Drouse off his game and really put you in the position you want to be, especially where you can load up that right hand then at certain times. Good knee to the body as well. He's really using combos there and switching up his game. Awesome judo throw. I love when judo gets thrown out there. Drouse looks maybe to try to get a leg up, but that was an amazing throw and a great way for this first round. Just great action.
Scott Joffe here along with Wisconsin Combat Sports, Paul Fladten. Again, you can watch all the Wisconsin MMA Today episodes on YouTube at WIMMA Today TV.
Drouse looking to, maybe try to sneak his right leg above the shoulder, but he's just not able to. Phillips does a great job holding position, with the throws he did, especially that great judo movement there. He's got this first round locked up. No reason to give it away here or put himself in a bad position as the round comes to an end.
Again, first round featherweight action. Aaron Drouse versus Elijah Phillips on Wisconsin MMA Today. This was a featured NAFC Armageddon bout. Phillips controlling the action on top of Drouse.
Yeah, there's nothing Drouse can do from here. Phillips has slowly moved himself into the mount. Drouse tries to turn over, but he tries to protect himself a little bit, but there's just not much he can do as Phillips is really overpowering him in every aspect as that first round comes to a close.
All right, second round action about to start up here. This is a featherweight battle between Aaron Drouse out of the Unified Martial Arts in Fond du Lac, fighting out of the blue corner, and Third Heaven Martial Arts, Elijah Phillips, fighting out of the red corner from Beaver Dam. You're watching Wisconsin MMA Today. Scott Joffe here, along with Wisconsin Combat Sports, Paul Fladten. Second round featherweight action.
Yeah, no question that Phillips took that first round. He dominated in every aspect and really comes out in this second round looking aggressive and ready to keep going where he was from the first round.
It sounds like you're giving the first round to Phillips.
Absolutely. He comes out here and he's really winding up the right a little too much more than I would like. He kind of is getting confident. But if the shots land, they're good. You just got to be careful when you throw those looping shots so you don't need a jab or a straight right or left right in the middle of it.
Then be sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at WIMMA Today. You're watching a featherweight NAFC Armageddon matchup here between Aaron Drouse out of Unified Martial Arts in the blue corner and Elijah Phillips fighting out of the red corner representing Third Heaven Martial Arts in Beaver Dam.
Phillips did a great job there, landing a couple strikes, then getting the clinch, landing a couple knees. Drouse didn't go down, but as he pulls out, he's eating more shots. And Phillips is in more control here on the feet in the second round than he was in the first, if you ask me.
It looks like he's not allowing Drouse to really get anything off.
No, it looks like it's speed, the reason, too. Phillips is just faster at punching, at moving, everything out there. He just seems to be the more athletic fighter. And Drouse really doesn't have an answer for the athleticism of Phillips.
And you're watching second round featherweight action on Wisconsin MMA Today.
Yeah, Drouse goes down. Phillips looks to take his back. He hasn't fully taken it, but he's also throwing some strikes and looking to try to land some hit shots. Oh, nice takedown. Good slam. That's two in this fight, and those score points, even though he doesn't need just those points for what he's got going on. But great job so far by Phillips. Impressed.
Completely dominating Aaron Drouse. You're watching Elijah Phillips representing Third Heaven Martial Arts out of Beaver Dam.
Yeah, you see in the left corner there, veteran judge Sal Diamato, who also does a lot of UFC bouts. So, one of the guys that people on the scene may not know about, but a big name around the sport.
Good eye, Paul. Very observant. That is UFC judge Salvatore D'Amato. I love hearing that. He's got to start judging the kickboxing shows that Duke Roufus and myself produced many, many years ago, and went on to work some of the K1 shows in Las Vegas. And as they say, the rest is history. But that's what you get with regulation. You get quality judges judging quality fights.
Absolutely, and Sal had a first row view of Drouse eating some shots there as Phillips hammers him right in front of Sal. And now, Drouse doesn't really know. He's going for a single leg, working hard, but there's just he has to have something amazing here at the second round to even have a chance to take this round.
All right, third round, featherweight action about to begin here on Wisconsin MMA Today. Scott Joffe here along with Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. You're watching out of the blue corner, Unified Martial Arts, Aaron Drouse from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, taking on out of the red corner, Elijah Phillips, representing Third Heaven Martial Arts in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin.
Both guys getting quite the pep talk there, and in the break. Drouse comes out, does not want to touch gloves. You can tell that his pep talk was probably a little more volatile. So we're going to see how he can handle it here, trying to upset after two abysmal rounds with Phillips just dominating in every aspect.
Paul Fladten has his featherweight battle, 2 rounds for Phillips over Drouse. In third round of featherweight action, under 145 pounds. This fight was featured on NAFC Armageddon, which was filmed at Wisconsin State Fair Park in West Allis, Wisconsin. You are watching Wisconsin MMA Today, produced in partnership with the Wisconsin Army National Guard and powered by Concede. Again, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at WIMMA Today, and you can see every episode on YouTube at WIMMA Today TV.
Some of Drouse's strikes are becoming very unorthodox in this third and final round. The strange thing is, some of them are getting closer than his other shots were to landing. And you just wonder if maybe it's tiredness for Phillips a little bit, even though he looks fast on the draw. But sometimes after 2 dominating rounds, you may just kind of let off the gas and, look for that victory. But we'll see here.
Combination of desperation for Drouse and possible exhaustion for Phillips here in the third round.
And right as we say that, Phillips lands a huge jab that makes Drouse look just exhausted as well. And Drouse goes for that takedown and right against the fence, not where you want that to end up. And Phillips has a chance to just put him in his place for the last couple minutes and ride this thing out to victory.
So you think Phillips looks exhausted, or do you think he's got a little bit of gas left in the tank?
I think he looks good. I think that, Drouse's overhands right kind of threw me off that almost landed, but Phillips, oh, look at that. Phillips is just taking this, just a dominating performance up to this point.
Again, you're watching Wisconsin MMA Today. Scott Joffe here along with Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. This is late third round action, a featherweight matchup between Aaron Drouse out of Unified Martial Arts in the blue corner and Elijah Phillips fighting out of the red corner, representing Third Heaven Martial Arts.
That beautiful inverted triangle attempt right there, that is something, great job for Drouse. You can see as his body gets more red, more colored there. He's really trying, but that thing's in tight. What a great submission attempt here near the close of this fight.
Going for the submission. Again, you're watching amateur featherweight action. Looks very good. Elijah Phillips in control here.
Yeah, he did look really good throughout, and now this submission, it looks so close to ending this fight as time is drawing. Oh, Drouse just pulls his head, but that was a beautiful attempt and just a great job for Phillips to put an exclamation point on this fight.
All right, as third round action comes to a close here, you're going to see Elijah Phillips besting Aaron Drouse by unanimous decision.
Wisconsin MMA Today reporter Paul Fladten here with Elijah Phillips. Elijah, impressive debut. How'd you feel in there?
Man, I felt awesome, man. That's exactly what I thought it would be.
You know, you making your debut, he had 4 fights under his belt. You know, what kind of confidence does that give you after going in there and doing so well right away?
He's got experience on me, you know. I knew he'd be really comfortable in the cage, so I had to keep my heart rate down, stay relaxed, go up in there, and make sure his experience didn't count for anything.
You landed a huge slam, you landed a huge throw. You know, what's your background? What techniques do you know?
Well, not much really. I mean, I've loved martial arts my entire life. I always studied on my own. I only just started studying it like for real under Justin Morris at Third Heaven in Beaver Dam in February. So I'm there every day, putting in work every single day, sometimes twice a day, and it just paid off. What's next for you? Hopefully I'll be back in the cage soon. I'd like to come back in December. We'll see though. Maybe you guys will see me real soon.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We'll be back on Wisconsin MMA Today.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Roufus and Pettis Showtime Sports Bar, where you watch the fights with the fighters.
I'm lightweight world champion Anthony Showtime Pettis, along with MMA trainer Roufus. And come fight time, we want to see you at Showtime, Highway 100, 1 block north of Silver Spring.
Roufus and Pettis Showtime Sports Bar, where you watch all MMA action on 2 15-foot mega screens.
I'm MMA coach Roufus, along with lightweight world champion Anthony Showtime Pettis. Come fight time, we want to see you at Showtime, Highway 100, 1 block north of Silver Spring.
Tough like Tiffin. Visit us at tiffinmats.com.
You're watching Wisconsin MMA Today. I'm Scott Joffe, along with my co-host, Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. Paul, why don't you tell the viewers what we have coming up next?
Oh, the action's going to be fast and furious tonight as Quinton Michalski and Alex Cooney battle in the Flyweight division. Enjoy.
On Wisconsin MMA Today. Scott Joffe here, along with Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. We're looking forward to this flyweight battle. This was featured on NAFC Armageddon. Fighting out of the blue corner is Unified Martial Arts' Alex Cooney from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, taking on Roufusport's Quinton Makowski, fighting out of the red corner from Milwaukee.
You know, entering the night, this was a fight that a lot of people wanted to see. 2 athletic guys that really like to push the pace. And right away, you see Michalski and Cooney both flying at one another. And it goes to the ground, but not after it started out very frantic. And both guys here now looking to get the better position here in this first round.
Let's see if Cooney can turn his body position around here. He's kind of sitting awkwardly on Michalski there, but maintain a little wrist control on him.
Yeah, this was, you know, for Unified Martial Arts, where Cooney's out of it, was a big day. You know, Alex Brockway fought on this card, Aaron Drouse on this card, and Cooney, all 3 guys really trained well together. And also with Michalski, there was a ton of Roufusport fighters on here, so it's 2 camps that really got to train together and really learn, you know, with one another as preparing for battle.
Yeah, definitely 2 camps that were well represented on NAFC Armageddon. And this came to you from Wisconsin State Fair Park. You are watching Wisconsin MMA Today. It's produced in partnership with Wisconsin Army National Guard and powered by Concede, sponsored by Showtime Sports Bar and Tiffin Mats.
What I liked about Cooney's move there is he found a way to get on the feet right away as Michalski was still on his back. And instead of letting Michalski get up, he got one shot, jumped back on, you know, took side control, and really just used it, he jumped to the feet to get back in a better position on the ground. It's something that a lot of people don't always use, but it can be very effective if used correctly.
Again, fighting on the blue corner in control right now, Alex Cooney from Unified Martial Arts, battling Quinton Makowski from Roufusport in Milwaukee.
Yeah, Cooney looks to have a little size advantage here on the height size, and is able to kind of just, you know, maybe put that into some strength as well, and keep Michalski in a bad area and just really work on trying to get in a submission. And, you know, even though it looks for the strikes, it looks like he could be setting something up here as Michalski tries to get up the fence, but just is unable to.
Again, first round action. This is a flyweight battle under 125 pounds featured on NAFC Armageddon. You're watching Wisconsin MMA Today. Scott Joffe here, along with Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten.
You see Cooney really trying to put that right arm, you know, under the chin of Makowski, working hard. Makowski holding the forearm, doing everything he can to keep that out. But it looks like he gets it in both hands right where they need to be for a rear naked here, and it looks deep.
Referee right on top of the action.
Great job trying to turn him over and get into position. There it is.
And there comes the tap at 2:37 of the first round. Your winner, fighting out of Unified Martial Arts, it's Alex Cooney over Roufusport's Quinton Q. Makowski.
We'll be back on Wisconsin MMA Today.
I remember the moment.
I'll never forget that moment.
That moment?
It was a moment that changed my life. I'd been training with my team for months, and now we had been called up for the first time. The real deal. Wildfires were getting dangerously close to homes. At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com.
Roufus and Pettis Showtime Sports Bar, where you watch the fights with the fighters.
I'm lightweight world champion Anthony Showtime Pettis, along with MMA trainer Roufus. And come fight time, we want to see you at Showtime, Highway 100, 1 block north of Silver Spring.
Roufus and Pettis Showtime Sports Bar, where you watch all MMA action on two 15-foot mega screens.
I'm MMA coach Roufus, along with lightweight world champion Anthony Showtime Pettis. Come fight time, we want to see you at Showtime, Highway 100, 1 block north of Silver Spring.
Tiffin. Visit us at tiffinmats.com.
You're watching Wisconsin MMA Today. I'm Scott Joffe, and this is Wisconsin Combat Sports' Paul Fladten. Paul, why don't you tell the viewers what they're going to see in this next exciting fight?
Fans are in for a treat as one of the best submissions in 2011 is shown as Zeferino and Salmon clash at NAFC Unleashed.
On Wisconsin MMA Today. First round action about to get underway, a light heavyweight matchup under 205 pounds. You're watching Wisconsin Combat Sports. This was featured on NAFC Unleashed from Milwaukee's Potawatomi Bingo Casino. Again, fighting out of the blue corner, Team George Grigel's Salmon. And out of the red corner, Roufusport's Zeferino. Referee Al Wickers giving the fighters their final instructions before round one begins.
This is one of those fights where actions speak louder. Just, you know, put your eyes on the TV set and watch this thing unfold.
Here we go. Salmon on your left, Zeferino on your right.
Immediately to left hand from Zeferino. Zeferino comes in. Salmon's going to look for a takedown. Not able to get it there. Zeferino with the great sprawl. Now, as the fight goes, watch Zeferino here go right to the ground and show why he's so dangerous. Immediately grabbing that heel. Salmon couldn't do anything about it, and that is a 25-second heel hook submission. Beautiful.
From Florianopolis, Brazil, fighting out of Milwaukee's Roufusport MMA Academy, that is Zeferino.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end of this bout comes at just 25 seconds of round number one. For your winner by heel hook, the Brazilian Samurai. fantastic finish, very quick fight, and over a very tough veteran like Sean Salmon. Tell me a little bit about your preparation for this fight, and did you see it going to the ground as quick as it did?
I started to train for this fight August, so I've been training camp for a while. All my teammates and students Featherweight, like Anthony, Eric, Alan Belcher, Danny Boy, all these guys, so I'm ready, and I came here to, one thing, I came here to show Roufusport has a #1 jiu-jitsu in Wisconsin. If someone have a question, come to the gym, come roll with me, come roll with Eric, come roll with other guys. We're the best here, okay?
Well, you look fantastic, and you showed how good your jiu-jitsu is here. Tell everybody else what you have planned coming up for your mixed martial arts career.
Actually, I have a fight next weekend in Brazil. Eric Koch's gonna be my corner man. And actually, I need to thank for all my teammates, all my coaches, Chris, workout boss, all my friends around here, my teammates in Brazil too. I'm really happy, really excited about what's going on. My goal is that everyone's goal is to be on UFC, so I'm getting ready to do it.
Congratulations, you look fantastic. One more round of applause, João Zeferino.
Hi, I'm Mike Biggie Rhodes. I'm here with UFC fighter Chico Camus. My technique of the week is the front kick and the jumping front kick. Usually when you throw the front kick, you know, one of two things are happening. Either one, your opponent is lowering his level and his hands are apart and you can see that gap. Or two, he's being really aggressive and coming at you, forward attacking. So when I'm throwing this, I'm setting it up with punches, get a couple punches, I get his hands up, he's being aggressive coming in, about switch, boop, right to the face. The small details in this, when I switch my feet and when I hit, I want to hit with the ball of my foot. So when I switch my feet, boom, I want to hit with the ball of my foot on their chin. The second option for this is the jumping front kick. Here you need to set up more with your hands to get them the ball up so you can be accurate with this attack. I throw a couple punches, he starts to shell up, boom, right up the middle. He leaves that opening. You got to really aim and make sure you don't want to hit the elbows or anything like that. So once again, I'm going, pressuring with some punches. He balls up, right in that opening. There's your front kick and your jumping front kick.
Thank you for watching Wisconsin MMA Today and supporting mixed martial arts in our community. I'm Scott Joffe.
I'm Paul Fladten.
And we'll see you next episode.